Hey guys, Ashley here for our Wednesday Nutrition Fun. So I am going to talk about digestion. So one of the things I find that a lot of nutrition clients complain about is like digestive distress, bloating. I hear about a lot of irregular bowel movements, constipation, diarrhea, anywhere in between. So I felt like addressing digestion today. So digestion begins in the brain. So a lot of people only think that digestion begins in your mouth. So while digestion, the actual breakdown of food starts in your mouth, the actual process of digestion begins in your brain. So your brain, super, super important place in our body. So your brain is the one that's going to tell your body to start the digestive process. So for us to truly digest, we need to be in a relaxed state. So we call this the parasympathetic state. So otherwise we're in the sympathetic state. Sympathetic state is the go, 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 fight or flight. The parasympathetic state is what we call rest and digest. So I'm going to talk about some tricks. We're going to have 5 little tricks to help us with better digestion. Digestion is a north to south process. So it starts in your brain and works its way down. So the first things to think about on getting digestion to begin in the brain is the sight and the smell of food. So this is why the cooking process is very valuable to use for digestion. So smelling the food, seeing it, build up to being ready to eat. This is why you get to the restaurant, you might not be hungry, but by the time their food comes, you're like very starving. And that's why you eat all the appetizers and then you have no room for dinner because we like plow through them because we're so hungry. That's kind of what happens here. So we want our sight and our smell to bring on that producing saliva. So we want to produce saliva to start that breakdown in our mouth. Mouth, obviously, mechanically and chemically, yes, it does both. So we break it down and our saliva breaks it down as well. And then we swallow. The next part is going to be stomach. So stomach is the first, where we have, well, besides saliva, we have more stuff breaking it down like HCl. Then it goes from our stomach to our small intestine to our large intestine. The majority of absorption of food happens in the small intestine. The large intestine will help a little bit on the back end with that, but it's also about the removal of stuff and some nutrient absorption. Okay, so things that could be key on why if you have these things, we probably want to look at digestive, what's going on in digestion and how can we improve it. So things that we can see: acid reflux, heartburn, Crohn's, celiac disease, leaky gut, SIBO, like bloating, constipation, diarrhea. These are all going to be digestive things that are going on that we could potentially address by supporting digestion without taking any supplements. So ways to improve digestion. So there's 5 of them. And these are so important. The first one is going to be reduced stress. So like I said, we want to be in parasympathetic state or rest and digest. If we're in that go, go, go state, if we're in fight or flight, we're actually releasing adrenaline and norepinephrine, yes, to actually hinder digestion because you're go, go, go. So you're not going to be digesting your food. Next one, we talk about this one a lot, and this is really hard. Slow down and chew your food. So 20 chews, swallow, put your fork down, take another bite, chew, swallow, put your fork down. Like make it an activity rather than like how quick can I shovel this food in. The next one is going to be hydrate. So if you are not drinking enough water, we're not going to have enough juices to break down our food. Also, we need to transport nutrients throughout our body. So we want to be drinking water. The other thing is that while I'm not telling you to not eat during or not drink beverages during meal times, like do, but we want to not go overboard with how much we're consuming because our stomach needs stomach acid. So if we're drinking water and water's in our stomach, it's going to dilute the stomach acid. So it's going to make breaking it down. So if you notice that you're drinking 7 glasses of water at a meal, let's kind of reduce that and then see if that will help with it. So drinking a lot of beverages between meal times so you can have maybe a glass of water with a meal. I know no one's probably heard that one before, but that is one that I like to play with. I do find that it helps a lot for people that are having acid reflux, actually. They fill up on water and it actually is some of it. So not saying that that's the cause, but it can be something contributing to that. eat fermented foods. So Trevor and I talked about this on FF Uncensored not that long ago. Fermented foods are going to be easier to digest, and the nutrients in them are going to be more bioavailable. So we're actually going to be able to absorb them easier. So it actually can also help with reduce some anti-nutrients as well. So fermented foods, they don't necessarily need to be with every meal, but at least for sure one meal during the day. So sauerkraut, all of that kind of stuff. We've talked about some other things. So that the next one is going to be going for a walk. So because we don't like, I don't want it to be a workout. This is like a leisurely stroll around the block. Movement is great for reducing stress, but it also for stimulating natural inflammation and muscle contractions that are great for digestion. Crazy. So after a meal, 15-minute walk, help with digestion, which is funny because my family has always done this after Thanksgiving dinner. They go for a walk. I don't understand why. My stomach is so full, but they always feel way better because we're actually helping our digestion through. So those are my 5 tips for better digestion. And remember, digestion starts in your brain. So are you really ready to eat? All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Bye.